what's up? And you tuned into another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I'm your host, Dave. Got some pretty good stuff tonight. Usually when I'm hot, I'm on a little bit better, and I'm a little hot, but I'm happy at the same time. We want to talk about the Kyle Rittenhouse fiasco of a trial that thank God we came out with the right result, but I want to talk about how we got here and the unbelievable, unfair, and defamation by the media and our, top official, the President of the United States himself. We're going to talk about that. So let's get into it. Okay, so we all know about Kyle Rittenhouse, the kid from Kenosha, Wisconsin, that shot the aggressors, the mob that was attacking him in self-defense. He had the AR-15. Lots of things people want to make about that. And I'm going to break this down really how it works. Now, number one, you had this kid, after I've seen the video footage of what happened, you have this kid that shouldn't have brung the gun there, but he was legal to have it. Shouldn't have even been there. I know he's trying to help out, but sometimes that wasn't the greatest of idea, but he was 17 years old. All within his right. Legally had the legal gun there with him. There's no question, but the media spun that into something that he is a legal gun, cross state lines, all this. If you would have looked online and you would have actually done the research, instead of spewing BS facts that are not facts and misinformation galore, you are the kings of misinformation, you would have realized that the gun was legal by about 4 to 5 inches because it's a long barrel, not a short barrel. But you don't know anything about that, but you didn't want to know anything about that. But that's for a different story. So this kid is there defending public property, doesn't want to see his town burned. And you have this mob, taunting him, coming back at them. The next thing you know, guys are aggressively trying to get his gun. He shoots one, runs down the street to try to get to the police, gets knocked from behind, stomped on, hit with a skateboard, assaulted, gun in his face, pulls the trigger, shoots one in the arm, kills another. We all know how the story's gone so far. But most people don't know how the story's gone so far. You have a media out here that had you believing this guy had shot black people. He didn't do that. This was at what the news media wants you to believe was a peaceful freaking protest in Kenosha, where they burned the goddamn city to the goddamn ground, assaulted people left and right, and it was a peaceful protest, all because of the Jacob Blake pulling a knife on an officer type thing. So let's put that to the side first. We want to talk about the matter at hand, Kyle Rittenhouse. So the media wants to wrap this all up into Kyle Rittenhouse is a white supremacist, militia, one of those 3%ers, whatever they call them, I don't know. But they want to wrap him up into this whole mess, and they're pushing this. He's a white supremacist, blah, 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 with no merit. Nothing. Just labeling this kid a white supremacist, out to do harm. So they've labeled this kid for almost a year doing this. You get the President of the United States, well, he wasn't the President of the United States at the time, but also put out a tweet with this kid's face on it saying the former president would not denounce white supremacy and blah, 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 and his picture's on there. You have all of these people calling this kid a white supremacist, everything. You get the FBI to get this kid's goddamn phone, which they gave to the FBI. They couldn't even crack the goddamn phone because it's so impossible to get through those iPhones. So then, you need the code? Oh, no problem. Defense opens up the phone for them. You don't know that happened because you didn't look for that to happen, but that's what happened. The defense gave them the phone. You know what they found on the kid's phone? Pretty much Pokemon, EMT stuff, fire department, police. There's no one mention of Donald Trump, Not one mention of white supremacy, any groups, any hashtags, anything, militia groups, anything about Democrats, Republicans, nothing. None of this. This is one of the most cleanest phones you could get. You're talking like you want a kid like this. Your kid at home's phone is not 17, is not as clean as that freaking kid's phone. Flat out. So anyway, you want to defame the kid. And then you bring him into this mock trial, which is a mockery of justice in itself. Your fucking problem was with he had a gun there. That's a social problem. That's not what he was on trial fucking for. And you tried to pull that into what he was on trial for because he had a gun there that was legal. You have a problem with that? Get legislation, move shit along, do something like that. But the fact that this man defended himself is unquestionable. It is the most unquestionable thing in the world. And then on top of this, you want to bring the racism into it. Calling him a white supremacist, shooting 2 other white people that were screaming the N-word, burning down a black neighborhood. One's a pedophile, one's a freaking convicted crook, wife beater, and then you got Jump Kick Man, which is another career criminal. You have the 3 career criminals that you fucking people cannot stop defending, calling these fucking scumbags fucking heroes. What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind, man? These are not heroes. These are scumbags, the lowest pieces of dirt on the fucking street. What do you think these guys were down there doing? They weren't down there for Black Lives Matter. They were down there for fucking, I'm gonna get me fucking some bullshit and get in some trouble matter. That's what the fuck they was down there for. You got this poor misguided kid wanted to protect the neighborhood, which he had no business fucking protecting because you should have fucking had the police out there protecting the goddamn neighborhood. But you've been pushed the police into a fucking corner where they're scared to do anything. And we're allowed to fucking riot and burn down the fucking cities and do anything we fucking want. What the hell is this, clown world? Freaking clown world out here. Holy clown world. Only in clown world can you take 4 fucking white guys, have a fucking problem, and turn it into a Black Lives Matter fucking thing and threaten to burn down the city over freaking justice. It's pathetic. Then you got the freaking... I mean, what merit did you have to call this guy a white supremacist? What merit did you have to bring race into the whole goddamn picture? Where? He didn't shoot fucking Blake. The kid's in front of a fucking car dealership. He didn't do that shit, but you're gonna try to tie him into that shit, all because of fucking Donald Trump? Are you fucking serious, you fucking people? All because of fucking Donald Trump? Holy smokes! You pulled this kid that, let me tell you something, the buffoonish prosecutors that even pushed this case. You know what? I half-assed think that these prosecutors knew they had no fucking case. They had to know. They had no case. But the social pressure by your garbage politicians and your freaking social justice warriors mob that seems to freaking decides what's right and what's wrong for everybody. It decides we gotta drag this kid into trial and let's make this a white and black thing, which we make every goddamn thing a white and black thing. Oh my God, I didn't have enough milk for my cereal this morning. Oh, Jesus Christ, these white supremacists holding on to the dairy farms, not letting shit out. Get the fuck out of here, you dumb son of a bitches. Get out of here with that crazy shit. Your racist garbage, subhuman pieces of filth. Told you I was hot today, people. It's coming. Spit in the fire, I don't care. 0 fucks given. So you got all of these talking heads and pundits all over the media creating this narrative of racism constantly. It is a constant thing with these people. Everything is racist. Down to the highways. Down to this. Who the hell bought into this situation? This buffoon that you put in office. Did you... You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me here, man. Anybody with eyes knows what's going on right now, especially playing out live right in front of your very eyes. The frickin' dishonest media, the frickin' Marxist, communist frickin' media in this country, in all its power and its glory, trying to be the law and justice. You got a freaking reporter following the fucking jury. Those brave men and women on that damn jury. Could you imagine being threatened like this, knowing that people might come to your house and kick your ass and kill your sister, and maybe fucking bring your fucking brother, your sister, your grandmother out in the street and beat them up with a skateboard just like they did to that kid in freaking Seattle. But it's okay because the mob is just expressing themselves. If you believe that, go fuck yourself, okay? The mob's not expressing themselves. The mob is doing what mobs have done from time, since the dawn of time. They have intimidated and scared people into submission. Kyle Rittenhouse showed the world why you need an AR-15 and a 30-round clip. The kid had amazing trigger discipline. If that was me and I was rushed, I know I would have squeezed off more than 8 with a 30-round clip out of fear for my life. This kid was on point when he did not want to pull the trigger. He wasn't targeting people. He was defending himself all the way. It's cut, clear, bang. And then you have a defense on top of attacking the judge, attacking the jurors, taking pictures of the jurors, following the jurors. That's crazy in itself. You have this whole other fucking shit going on with these people out in front of the fucking place screaming and yelling and fucking, oh, we're going to do this and we're going to burn down the fucking city if we don't get our way. Good motherfucking luck tonight. I'll tell you that now. Good luck in Kenosha tonight. Because the right to defend yourself is pretty freaking crystal clear tonight, buddy. I wouldn't try that shit tonight, homeboy. Because if you run up tonight into somebody's crib, you're going to get done up. Flat out. You run up, you're going to get done up. And they would have every right to do it. So keep your violent shit to yourself. Go down to your fucking neck of the woods and fucking pull some shit. Do you see how the media puts a narrative? They throw this narrative out to inflame, send their monster that is the mob to you to make you submit, to scare you into frickin' submission, to not say a thing. There was a lot of nice Germans back in 1930 that didn't believe in none of that shit and didn't say a fucking goddamn thing. At some point, this social justice trial was right up there with frickin' the O.J. Simpson trial, where everybody knew the guy was fucking guilty as hell. But we gotta let him get off. Now, if I'm this Kyle Rittenhouse, the next thing I'm doing is I'm filing massive lawsuits all over the place. I'm filing defamation lawsuits, character lawsuits. You've risked my personal security, my safety lawsuits, whatever it is. I'm filing this with everything. I'm starting with the President of the United States because he started that shit. You are the President of the United States. Your words have power, sir. You said this about your predecessor. You gotta watch what the hell you're saying too, man. You constantly calling people racist is very inflammatory, with no merit, no basis, no nothing but the word racist, and it doesn't apply to something that you don't like. That seems to be how the term is being used now. You think this Nicholas Sandmann from the Columbine High School thing in Washington, the altercation between the Native Americans screaming and shouting him wearing the Make America Great hat, and the media portrayed him like he was a white supremacist and a racist, and he proved otherwise, and he got them for $250 million. That's going to be chump change compared to what this kid's going to get. This kid should show the world that you don't let them defame you. After you beat them in court, sue the shit out of them. Make these people liable for the stuff that they're spewing and they're saying. The inflammatory stuff that they keep throwing on the fire. Their ratings are falling apart. The Home and Garden Networks has more ratings than CNN. They need to keep you there with sensationalism. To keep tuning in to racism on every single front. It can't all be racism. The whole world is not racism. Only them could pull, like I said, 4 guys that are white, that had nothing to do with what went on with the other guy, and turn it into a racist piece of shit thing. Only them could stoke the fans of hatred, the flames of hatred, enough to try to get another fucking riot. So this way they could show you what can happen to you if you do not impede by their social justice bidding. Like I said, that was a social justice trial that had nothing to do with anything else but social justice and let's get them. That was cut and dry, people, and we all freaking know it. Thank God the right verdict was, had. And those people in the jury, thank God that those people couldn't live with themselves by putting that kid away for the rest of his life. Those are brave people. And I pray for them and I hope no harm befalls to any of them, because I don't put nothing past none of these freaking people anymore. If you don't see it now, it's impossible for you to see it. You're never going to see it, and there's no hope for you. You are lost in the machine. You are fully introduced into the matrix. 100%. There is no free will left in you. If you cannot look at this whole situation, see what it's about, and not understand what just happened, there's no hope for you. Well, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I'm glad that we got the right verdict today. And I pray for the jurors, the defense attorneys, Kyle Rittenhouse and his family. No harm or nothing befalls upon them by this demonic mob and its leaders. If you like what's going on here, please like, subscribe, comment, smash that like button, please. Turn this on to a friend of yours. Share it. Do what you need to do. I would appreciate everything you guys do. And I'll just keep coming back once a week and try to do the best that I can. And until I say I'll talk to you guys again, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless everybody that's involved in that Rittenhouse drama saga. No harm to nobody. God bless the United States.